Okay, it says I'm live. I was beginning to wonder. I had to switch internet provider again. The glare is. I love the glare on the light. I glasses. Turn off my volume on that one. But June. I don't have little one today. It's just me. So if you want to leave, you can. It's just me. Hi, darling. Trying to figure there. Maybe that'll help you some. Too much glare from the outside. Hi, so Terry. Good timing. Was you just done taking a break, sitting down? But the link is up there. Let's see, I can paste it again. That's the link. It's a long drug out process because she does have back further in there where you can go pay to get the pattern. Hi, Randy. You can't keep your head straight? Okay. But the block we're going to make today, it's a 1-block quilt. And this is the block. And you can obviously see the spool of thread. You can obviously see the spool of thread. We just make that block repeatedly. If you want a 3-yard quilt, it is, you make 20 of these blocks. I'm making 63. But when you get them all sewed together and you start placing them, you get your spool in star. There you go. I'm looking through it. That's what our goal is. 4 blocks to make you get the star. Thank you, Terry. But it's like I'll kill a little bit more time. Don't look. But it's like I'm just going to give you a little bit of information of on that link what you're going to go find. It's like they have. I would just download it. In other words, you have to do a lot of copy, cut, paste. They give you the fabric cutting instructions. So being I'm using a 3-yard, I will not follow all the instructions because up here at the top is for the border. And then the 3 colors, 3 yards, and then another border. And then the white is all used. But we're just going to make 1 block. And it takes, I can give you the measurements because it is a free pattern. A 6-inch square of white, a 6-inch square of print, 3.5-inch one of the print, 1 3.5 of white, 2 3-inch squares, 2 3-inch squares of the other color, and 2 3.5-inch of the white. So then to get them set up, you have to draw on all those lines. Draw diagonal lines. Diagonal line on all the whites. And then you'll sew them back into pieces. That's where we cut, sew, trim. But everybody knows I always have all these samples. So here's with the lines drawn And then you sew on each side of the line. So you have your 6-inch pieces with the light and the dark. You have your 2 3.5-inch pieces with the dark and the background. And then you have your 1 3.5. Those are all sewed, ready to go. And then your 2 lonely 3-inch squares. But I'm going to start by drawing lines. I'll turn down the camera. It's like this is where you get to be the hand model. And you draw your lines diagonally on all the whites. Yes, Terry. And this one here, I was discussing it with Darlene just a little bit ago. When this one's done, I think I'm going to put Minky on the back so it's soft and cuddly. It's like, how many can I have for my chair? But like I said, there's no baby D today. Her grandma, her regular grandma, is on vacation for 2 weeks. So she's taking her on Tuesday and Thursday. We're trying to keep Miss Alani on the bus scheduled the right way. So we're trying not to change any of her schedule. So I will have her on Monday and Wednesdays. So I'm going to sew 1/4 inch off of the center line of the 6-inch squares, the print that I want the spool to be. And then I'll grab the 3.5-inch background and print. So on 1/4 inch off of the line. It's something new for Randy to figure out all these. Yeah, we can get something done. And then I'm going to take the 2 3.5 other color I picked in the background. So them on 1/4 inch. I'm doing the kite effect. It looks like a kite when you're done. And I do them in a chain because it saves thread. And you don't lose pieces. So now I'm splitting up my chain here. And I'm going to start all over again. I'm going to do the other side of the white line. Or the line. White line like going down the road. She's over there. Because this is the sewing machine I have to use the most with Delaney. I'm just going to keep using her. Dee gets to eat her own block now. Even though she ate her booty. I put a booty on her foot. Cute little model. And I just finished another booty. And she had to eat it. Hi, Susan, you're out. So I'll be making these blocks for a little while on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm trying to get the stack done where I don't have to worry about cutting too much with Delaney. But the more she grows, the more those hands go everywhere. I didn't know that she was an octopus. That's what it seems like anyway. Everybody's, well, June's saying hi to Susan. I've been channel hopping this morning. Yes, she is fast, Randy. I've been channel hopping, and it's like I find a lot of people don't greet their people. Hi, Della. Long time no see. It's like, where you been, Della? Probably lurking, but a lot of people lurk. But I was just, hi, Lisa. But I was over just seeing how they do their pages and whatnot. It wasn't as personal. Hi, Carol. It wasn't as personal. It's like I didn't get acknowledged at all. So yeah, you listen and learn. But this hair block, it's another one of those it's called a 1-block quilt. The Jacob ladder is a beautiful 1 block. And then if you want to make 2 blocks, like with the Jacob's ladder, you can add any star. Hi, Sherry. But yeah, I was lurking all morning. Lurking and pressing because I have I had my boards all set up where you could see step by step what I'm doing. Because it doesn't involve a whole lot of pieces. Because it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 pieces to make a block. And I can give the measurements again if you want. There is a free pattern. Shared the link. That's like shared the link again. I tried to find it. It's not as easy as you want to just go print it. I do like the fabric cutting and suggestion. I do like that part. It can save you from wasting a lot of fabric. Of course, my iron went to sleep. Hi, Sarah Stitches. Okay. If you want to see what you missed, this is the block I'm teaching today. And when you get to sewing them together, it's a 1-block quilt. It's called Spools and Stars. There's the spool. There's the star. Of course, it's in purple. That's what I've had for a 3. I have a 3 yards of each color. Yeah, it's a very simple block. 10 pieces. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, isn't it, Della? It's just so cute. Hi, Gladys. But yeah, I've had it since, see, they don't print the date that you print these patterns out on anymore. It was last year before, on one of the Jelly Roll days. Randy, in my collection, it's a lot of purple, and purple. I was gifted 3 yards of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purples. That was last year. It's nothing that was this year. Last year, a year before for my birthday. Hi, Janice. And I'll re-show the blocks here in a minute. It's like I should have this one just sit down here. Like, this is the block that I'm working on. I'm looking in the camera. There. Take this out of the corner. There, you got the whole block. And it's called a one block quilt is what you can call it. And it's also a 3-yard quilt pattern that was free. There's quite a collection. You can go on that link I posted. And you can find a lot more to get you in trouble if you want. I've made 2 out of there so far. Might have made 3. I think I did make 3. I think no, 1, 2. This is number 2. Because I used the bumblebee fabric out of the other one. Yeah, the other one was Jacob's Ladder and a Star, but I can't remember what it was called. But that's also on that website. She has several. Okay. The pattern is drug out. If you want a shorter version without copy pasting, they do have one available for $4. I had my dear sweet sister, my chosen sister, Laura. She took the time to copy and paste the pattern and it ended up being 15 pages. And the new one is 10 pages. But Laura took the time to copy and paste 2 of the patterns for me because they're kind of drug out with the extra pictures and stuff. But the knee and the Iceman, I do the Iceman on my neck every night and morning. Be glad when I don't have to do that anymore. So now I got to trim those pieces that I just pressed. This is my trim pile now. And I can, if I want to do it faster. Here's the trim blocks. Isn't that the power of magic? So these are all trimmed. So you don't have to watch me trim them. Yeah. I used to have 8 ices up in the cupboard. So I'm going to move these down here now. These are all trimmed. These are trimmed to 3.5. This is trimmed to 5.5. Because that's the good old math that we wasn't taught in school. How it's going to work out. I have a picture of Darlene's. She went and made a block real fast before we came on. And let's see if I can get this up here. It's like sometimes the laptop lets you and sometimes it don't. You got to work with the glare. Got to figure out where the camera is. There's the best I can get it. Darlene made one in the peachy florals. It's very pretty. But now I sew them. I'm going to make what they call a 4-patch block also. Because they have different ways. Sometimes you'll go into a site say, do you want a 9-patch block? You want a 4-patch block? 12-patch block? They will have different ways of asking. So I'm going to make what they call a 4-patch block because that's what this comes into. It's just one of those education things on when you go into some of the blocks, like the patchworksquare.com. They have that question. Do you want a 9-patch block? You want a 4-patch block, 12-patch, 16? And I go, what? Some of the things are overwhelming. So I want this one pressed to the dark because it's against white. So then I want this one to press the opposite way. I just finger press. Hi, Lori. So then I make this is a 4-patch. But there's so many things that a person has to learn, really, when you learn to quilt, because their lingo, their language. We wasn't taught that. I knew I was going to run out of bobbin thread, but I have another one. Did the cleaning in the bobbins yesterday. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Kathy. I was reading what Kathy wrote. You always speak what someone says. I printed it out, but I'm trying to finish granddaughter. Okay, Dorlin. Yeah, Kathy, long time no see. Gotta see if that's Ronnie. She was going to call back. It's like, so I got one 4-patch done into the thing. And this one I got to finish putting together. Okay. Pulled my thread up. So finish sewing this one. Start back just a little ways. Needle down, hold the thread so it doesn't pull it back, so you don't have to rethread it. And same way here. Yeah, they're all saying pretty block, Darlene. Darlene and I can get each other in more quilt trouble than anybody. And knitting, because she made the booties also. She's making the socks. We're just troublemakers. Keeps us out of trouble. And then her husband always finds another quilt that he wants her to make. See, Darlene said thank you, everybody. On my tablet, it's not as hard to do the camera. Hello, Lori Clark. Now that we have 2 Loris in the building. And the only time you have a seam nest is like in the intersections of the block. But then when you go to do the block to the block, then you have some intersections that match. They're going the same way. So I don't have any hints or ideas on the pressing, which way to go. Okay, this goes this way. I'll pull it back down again. So then you just see, now it's what they call a 4-patch block. So this is what I now made it into a 4-patch. So it's just that one to that one, that one to that one. How many blocks do you have now, Randy? I know you don't have mine, because they're still sitting right there. I gotta write my name on them. That takes forever. Hi, Jennifer. It's like, I'll sit the block back down again that I'm making. It's called Spools and Stars. Here's the spool, which is very obvious in one block. And you get the stars when you put 4 together. Looks pretty on the tube over here. I try to get as much as I can of a sample together. Always for you guys. Now I open up the ones I did, press along the print because it has the most color. It's over here. Come back and press again. Lori saying, oh, hi to Lori. Because when you go to sew these 4 together, there's only one that, it's purple. It looks blue, but it's purple. You can't get much purpler. So I nested the middle only, just lined up the rest. Makes for this block to be pretty easy to put together. And if you have a little bit of offness, if it's on the underside, it'll walk it through and pull it up tight. I've changed all my stitching down. You thought it was probably purple? Yeah. For knowing whose site you're at. And there's another block done. I'll set that aside. Bring in these ones. Trying to find where my mouse is. If anybody missed the link, there it is again. They said it's an easy quilt. block, and it is. It's like I must have turned down the level of my light up there. I did. Oh, and if Cindy's listening and watching, or Susan Munger, I say our hellos to them, because they just can't get where they can chat. We can chat on other channels, just not here. And Cindy shares it, the page on Facebook all the time, and so does Darlene. I got some more subscribers. Trimming these to 5.5. That's what my ruler is. Yeah, yours will end up blue. Of course, Susan. We all have our own colors. I was wondering if there's any way I could use a stripe in the spool and get all the pieces to turn out. It'd probably take a lot more work. That way it would look more like thread instead of pretty spools. I did do one spool block, and got my stripes run the right way. Now I got all these to trim to. I have two. It's like that extra block in here. I've got so many counterparts here. These trimmed down to 3. And then set my 2. There's my 3s. I just didn't have a stripe to take time. Yep. You could do, it's like Darlene's with those flowers. She could pick yellows, golds, peach. There were so many colors that she could have picked to go with. But she's using her stash also. We're trying not to buy anything. I'm trying to use up what I got. I did get that red, black, and gray one that shocked everybody on Sandra made it red. That quilt top is done. The Hunter Star is at the Long Armor. They received it, I think, last Thursday. They sent me a picture of it sitting on their table. And then they'll notify me when it's on its way back. But I don't always check my email. Sometimes it might be a day. It's like, I don't think there's anything that important. I don't check my Facebook every day. So if you're a friend and you have a birthday, you'll get a late. Usually, because when I check it, it could be at midnight. And you guys don't live in my time zone. So your birthday wish will always be a late one. I go, where'd the diagonal line go? Yeah. But I'm trying to find different patterns that go with what I have on my shelf. Because I want my fabrics to be used, not left behind. My Hunter Star needs borders. LL will be quilting it. I'll be giving it to her on Easter week. Oh, you're going to go meet her on Easter weekend? Costs too much to get across that border for us. And I'm happy with the place I send to in Utah. Helping support their families. There's a couple places I looked at and I go, well, if I did that, I couldn't afford to make a quilt again. I'd have to make all small quilts. And that's coming up. Or there'll be small quilts quilted by me with at a border. Yeah, she's worth the drive. And you know the long armor. It's like you always have to trust them. That's the one thing. You need to trust. And I sent one out and they did a good job. So I will send back to them. I've looked at other ones because they're always posting things on Facebook. I wonder if I should trim the last piece. Being I lost the other one that I trimmed. That's normal. 4. And then once you learn to trust the long armor, then you stick with that long armor. I have 2. I have Courtney and then the one in Utah. I'm trying to help her. And then the Utah's includes the price of the shipping back. I've been on to some that they will add the price of the thread and the shipping and let you know what it costs. So I don't want an open bill. I just waited 14 days for someone to send me out a car seat and it still hasn't shipped. So there was the option to cancel. I canceled it today. I was supposed to receive it starting today, between today and April 2nd. But they've had the order for 14 days. So I said, I'm done. You can only take so much of that. So I figured they must be building the car seat. If it would have said it was shipped, I would have left it. And getting the proper car seat that is appropriate for Alani. It'd be appropriate for Alani, Coda. Not Aspen yet, because it's 40 to 120 pounds is the one I got. So I could put a little person in a car seat in mine. I would never make them sit in a car seat, but I'm just finger pressing so I can sew back. This goes like here. I memorized the pieces too fast. Then I don't have to refer back to what I printed. But someday I won't remember. That's why I got to start labeling things and writing things down to help my kids down the road. Okay, that one goes that way. So when I open this one up, it goes this way. But on that one that's be coming back, I figure I'll have it next week. And so when it comes back, then I'll get the binding cut, and then I'll work on binding at night for a while. Because that's the one that's sold. And I'd like to get it to the recipient, the owner, the rightful owner. Because I can actually say he owns it. So what's everybody else working on? I know what Darlene's working on. Sarah's icing. Lori's got some. Lori Miller had quilting in the country. She's got too many going. She's got Summer Moon, Mystery Quilts, Quilts of the Month. Terry's been working on videos. Randy's watching his blocks come in, I guess. Because he never said how many he has yet. I asked him a little bit ago. Susan's on sewing binding now. I know you was working on... I never asked you when you was over on Kathy. Kathy still got her hexies out? Okay. And you know that you should have this right, because I did these two. It's when the colors match. Carol's working on cathedral windows. I did a pillow of them. That's all I did of them. That way I could say I tried it. There's quite a few that I can say I tried them. Doesn't mean that I went any further than that. Okay, this one presses towards the print. This one opens up, presses towards the print. And lay them over, nest the center. If you don't think you can hold it, you can pin it. I would recommend pinning for Randy for a while. Then it just lines up both ways. So now I start sewing, and then make sure my seams stay the correct way. But my newest quilt that I just finished the top of, I can't send it out yet because I don't have the backing. But I'll get the backing here after the first of the month. I want to go through the UFOs in my closet and see if anything else needs gray. Because I need 4 1/4 yards of wide backing, and they don't sell a 1/4 yard. So I have to order. And then for the long armor, I need another 8 inches. So I had to order 4 yards to get what I need. So there's another block. Some of them are cheaters because I had all these little steps put up there. Had to go back to the teaching method. These are all that stitched on both sides of the line. It's like I see there's 35 watching. I'm glad that other people can be sewing as I'm sewing, because I use other people as sewing. And if I can't find anybody I want to watch, I put on myself. And then I look to see how I can change, what I can change. I need an overhead camera, but I don't need another expense. I just want to get these quilts done. I'll sew with friends. Play with, it's like, get all my quilt tops done. There's 9 large ones waiting to go. I think it was 9 or 11. It's amazing how they can add up. Okay, press these again. Plus I have my hexie quilt from my hand stuff. I gotta make some more white hexie flowers. Now I've thought about my hand quilting. I'm gonna go back and see what hand quilting some purple in there is. Looks like. And then I have that other one that we discussed last week. This hexie one. I'm going to start gathering the fabric up for that one. The crazy cattails. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Cheryl. She says, hi, Sandra, and hugs to Cutie Tootie. I'll give her hugs tomorrow. She's not with me today, Cheryl. Her other grandma's got 2 weeks off, so she's going to take her for a few of the days during the week. They're all going camping this weekend, so I have no kids on Monday. They all took an extended weekend. So I was informed that I can party. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I can party hardy. Not. It's like, I can get a quilt done maybe. Another top. Maybe I'll get one on the long arm. On my small long arm. Everybody getting there. More hellos going. I'm glad we're all a group of friends. Squaring these up to 3 inches. And lesson for Randy and other ones. This has a 1-1 corner with a 45 line. And I just line that line up to this and find where I need to trim. You're going to the Tri-Cities Quilt Show Friday? Have fun. The quilt show would just get me in trouble. I need to mow my front yard. So I might have to go outside. Not that I want to go out and mow my yard, but if I don't do it, who will? I don't have one of those hidden little elves. I'm hand tacking binding on the prairie this afternoon. This is for your grandson's school teacher for the end of school gift in May. Oh, that's very nice of you. Very nice of you, Cheryl. I keep trying to come up with different ways of displaying some of the quilts I've made. And then when I get a dog, it's like, nah, I'm not getting a dog. When the dogs come, I have one. When I have Delaney, I have a dog. When Melinda comes over, I have 2 dogs. Her next trip over here, she's coming by herself. So there'll be no dog sitting for me. So she's going to go in and just spend her day with her grandkids. So she'll put her grandkids to bed, and she'll get up and have breakfast with them in the morning, and then she'll head back home. And by not having the Bailey with her, whenever she stops, she doesn't have to worry about the dog bolting out. Oh, Cheryl, I forgot. You wasn't here. Okay, I'm making Spools and Stars. Here's the block, 1 block. Get these out of the way so they don't disturb your view. So you can definitely see the spool. And then when you put them together, it's called a 1 block quilt because when you put them together, you get the star. And Terry just posted the link again. Thank you, Terry. But that's when you put them together. I'm making 63 blocks. They finish at 10 inches. And yes, mine's in purple. It's amazing how that design just works out. But on my quiltography program, it told me I needed 63 blocks to get, I forgot what size. You're trying to speed sew? Okay. Working on your twisted log cabin. See, I try to get too much stuff done when I don't have Delaney because it is easier for me. Like Melinda, before she left on Sunday, she went through and vacuumed real fast. And Darlene goes, send her my way. I wasn't expecting her to vacuum. I was going to do it later. I need to shampoo my carpet from my other dog experience. And then they're going to come back up for my birthday party. Oh, I got to quit thinking about it because it depresses me. But, and then I have another friend that would like to come over and sew, but she hasn't committed yet. Yes, I agree. The end. Diapers on that end. Because she's been here at the house with Maya before. She's been here at the house with Alani. She's been here in the house with me. And she was doing good with just Delaney. Because Delaney doesn't do anything yet. She needs to spend more time in the front yard. But I got it cleaned up good enough. Because Gunner would be good for marking. Bailey has been around her before. Bailey thinks she's crazy, but Bailey can't figure out why she won't shut up, because she barks constantly at him. And Bailey's did nothing to deserve all that barking at. Sitting out all my blocks. Two more. I almost did it backwards. Another spool. Yeah. Somebody asked me if I still had that monster thing in my house. That monster thing they're referring to is Ace. I don't think he's a monster. He doesn't disturb anything. But that's how the young man, he's 17, I think. He goes, "Do you still have that monster thing in your house?" And that's the only thing I could think of was Ace. Ace is a sugar glider. You'd never even know he existed until I go to give him a treat and he bites me. We went over a year without him biting me, and then all of a sudden he started biting me. One person's excuse is I'm sweet, and I don't agree with that one. I'm far from sweet. But and this quilt is being all from fabrics that my chosen sister has given me. So Terry got her hooked on Marshall Dry Goods one day. And she went and took advantage of a sale. And then she sent me the white. Well, you did get her hooked on it, Terry. You did. But a lot of my fabrics come from Marshall Dry Goods. They have excellent prices. I have no complaints on any of the fabric. This the dark purple in this one, I don't think come from Marshall's. It said this was a remnant, and I just got it all for you. And it was just over 3 yards. But I thought it was funny. But when I received that one package, I wasn't expecting it at all. It had this purple fabric And these two beautiful colors. See, no purple was hurting on me. Okay. And I found a purpose for that one beautiful backing I got. So now I have to figure out a quilt for this. And then I received this 3-yard purple. It's called Raindrops in Orchid. I received that in the mail from my great quilting friend, Maureen, which she isn't here yet today. But, oops, turn that. But yeah, it was said that I was getting low in purple. And I received lots of things in purple. Yes, Marshall's Dry Goods is an online store. And my white on whites I get are $4.99 or $4.49 a yard. My white backings I get are most common, the ones I buy are $10.99 a yard. Yes, they're very affordable. I spend the $80. It's like the quilt that I just finished, that red and black one. The one is like, can I find a piece of pieces of the material? This one that I just finished, the top, it's got this, and a little this red in it. This one's gonna, I need 2 or 3 1/4 yards, and so I have to buy 4. So I'm going to look if there's another project I might need. Oh, it's GE Designs Tipsy Tuesdays just starting. These are leftover pieces from Tutti Frutti. This one goes up here. Thank you, Terry, for putting out that link. I got Susan into, she loved that one turquoise with the purple and the blue and whatnot in it. So she went over looking. They make that fabric also in a 45. Shabby Fabric has it, and it comes in yellows and different things. Excuse me. Cutting up this material. But their shipping is, I can't drive any place for $8. When I don't find the $80 to spend, I have them just ship it to me, and it's $8. I got a gift card from Marshall Dry Goods for my birthday last year, and I spent it all at once. I bought backing for 5 quilts. Okay, now flip these the correct way. And I'm going to press these just because. Yes, June, you have a couple to finish. But this is a very simple one. And this one is staying definitely for me. That's why I think I'm going to get the Minky for the back. Yeah, Marshall's, I never had a long wait. I've had it hung up in transit. I could see it playing in Tennessee last time when I wanted it to get here. Because it was on that one quilt that's for sale that I sold. My fabric was playing, sit on the shelf in Tennessee. Okay. Nesting that one seam. Because I haven't had to worry about nesting. In the block, there's no nesting worries. But June knows that when she's ready for this pattern, I'll help her through it. Because when you don't have a printer, then it's like you're sewing your rail fence together. Not sure if it's long enough. Okay. It said it was no. Yeah. That's the only thing I'm doing. This is year 3. This is year 3 for my no buy. It has to be, I have to have the majority of the fabric. I might run out of background fabric, and then I will need the batting or backing. Yes, they're online only, Dora Lynn, and they're in Arkansas. At least and they have some jelly rolls that I didn't know they had jelly rolls till they was on sale the other day. And the jelly rolls aren't a bad price either. So today I have made 3, 4, 5, 6. I have made 7 blocks since 9:30 this morning. So that's almost half of the first 3-yard, the 3-yard quilt. And here's my stash tray, and I don't have it all cut out yet, but I have them in piles here of a block, a block, a block, a block. I have them in sets. They have 2 jelly rolls, and if you look under brand, they have some designer labels. And if you can't find a color you can use there, I don't know where else unless you want a specific line. Yes. So maybe they're going to get more of other things. It's like, we'll never know for sure. We just got to keep watching. Just like that beautiful color I bought. I debated that one night, and then I said, oh, just get it. And then I didn't know what quilt I was going to use it with. So then when I had some quilts I needed to measure, I decided that it's going to go with my All Roads Angela Walter quilt. Oh, Susan's telling her story. Yeah. She'd been looking. It's like on the back of that red, black the black one, one with all the black fabric. I'm going to put a gray floral on the back side because I do flip my quilts over on my bed. You don't always see the piece quilt. Sometimes you'll have the solid back, which is just as beautiful as the front part in my way. And beans, I knew the binding's going to be a gray. But if I don't like the binding on it, when it comes in, I can always use what I have to buy extra of the 108. A lot of quilt stores will not break up their 108s in quarter yards, half yards, because they come 15 yards on a bolt. There are some stores that will not sell anything but 3 yards. I've had a variety of quilt stores. The one for Derek's, I had to pay, 2017, I had to pay $20 a yard for it back in 2017. But I had to buy 3 yards piece of it. But, you know, we do what we have to do. But at $10.99 a yard for 108 back, that's inexpensive compared to some of the costs. They sell batting too, I know that. Yeah. And they have some solid whites. They have some solid colors. They have minky backing. They have minky white backing. I love their minky. It works up beautifully in my long armor. And Darlene just did one with minky. And she didn't complain any. Yeah, they have 118. Isn't that just strictly the whites and the cream? When I press gray for picking up for this quilt, it only brings me up to one fabric. I have to just go look at the... Oh, bye, Susan. Yeah, don't forget those appointments. Mine's in June. I do have to put it on my calendar still, so the alarm will go off. I'll go up, get my eyes examined, eyes dilated, spend the rest of the day with my great-grandkids up there and grandkids. And then I'll drive home. It's muslin bleach white. Okay. If it's a good grade muslin, it would be still fine if it's a good grade. Because that's all a lot of people used to use as muslins. Mine's all, my wedding quilt's all in calicos. pressing these pieces so I can trim up some more. And what time is it? Hello, Linda. And just a second, I'll show you what I'm working on. I got 2 more little triangles to press. 2 half square triangles to go. She says, hello, everyone in chat. I don't have the little one with me today, so I can get more accomplished. I think Randy fell asleep, or he went off to feed his little one. This is the block we're doing today. It's a 1-block quilt called Spools and Stars. So you just make this 1 block repeatedly. And then you put 4 together. So if you want, this would be pretty scrappy spools and then 1 color for your stars. There's all sorts of beautiful things you could do, because that would be very pretty. Each spool be scrappy, because that's a 6-inch square and a 3.5-inch square to make the spool. And then it's 2 3.5s and 2 3x3s for the other part. Excuse me. Yeah, 1 more block to go. Oh, Della's still here. But yes, it's a fun block, and it can be used for scrappy. I think it would be pretty using up all different colors for the spools. Okay, now I have to square up. You're working on laundry? I don't have a lot of laundry. I do a tiny load every night, because baby D, if she spits up or whatever, I have a blanket and a burp rag. I make sure to wash them every night. I put it on the tiniest load setting. Yes, the pattern is called Spools and Stars. And both Terry and I sit there and post a link. We have it on our trigger fingers. It's a little harder to print one. She does have a condensed one at the end of everything out there somewhere that you can purchase. But it is just 2 6-inch background color, the white. A 6 inch of the print, 6 inch of the white. Make these 2 half square triangles. This here is 2 3.5 by 3.5, and cut. And then you only need 1 at the print and the 3.5 half square triangles, and then you need 2 3-inch of your color. It says she has a whole collection of 3 yards. Yeah, I have 2 different tabs up there. But I went through and went through and went through trying to find somewhat easier without copying and pasting and then printing. Found this site. I'm going to say, when did I do the bee one year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It could have been on Kathy's. So that'd be 2 years ago that I did that one. That's one I won't give up. I still had Bailey. I know that. Okay, you gotta go figure out dinner. I need to take a quilting math. Oh no. Of course. Okay. Thanks for coming by, Dorlin. My dinner tonight's just a hamburger patty with a slice of onion on top. Because it's just me. I don't have to do anything fancy. And I don't even know if I have to do Thursday night family dinner. But if I do, it will be pot roast. Something simple. Cook that roast all day long. You're on Weight Watchers, full of veggies even more than usual. Yeah. I just have to keep telling myself what the doctor told me. You have to eat at least 1,200 calories. And it's like, no, I don't. And you're supposed to eat 3 meals at least. It's like, no. I had potato soup yesterday. So I had my milk for the month. It's like, this lactose intolerant. It sure plays heck. But I love potato soup. I got to try a different milk to see if it tastes just as good or not. My husband says WW stood for Wide Women. That's how it come up. I said, no, it's Weight Watchers. Or Woman Watchers, whatever you want. He didn't like the abbreviating. Okay, clean up these little tidbits here. I don't know how bad my fingers scraping on the chalkboard sound. I was eating 900 and working out, and I worked. I was a string bean, then locked down. I was locked down with nothing but my food and dogs. Yeah. That's what I'm in lockdown. It's just me. Austin, they've been cooking at their house now, or at his house. This to this, this to this. That one, that one, that one, that one. Yeah. The doctor told me when I went, I was down on a 600 calorie a day, all protein. And he says, you can't do that forever. I says, why not? There's a lot of chicken and salad. Chicken and salad, chicken and salad. Walked for 7 miles a day, rode bike for 7 miles a day, did an exercise program, yard work. You know, all the stuff that you have to do. Time to cook dinner. You'll be lurking. Okay, Lori. Yeah, this weekend I was going to go out and get me some potato chips. I went out, but that isn't what I went out for. I went out and helped cut some baby pigs. Yeah, hobbies make us sit too much. Correct. Now I have the granddaughter, but great granddaughter. Get it right. I gotta go out and do some yard work. I did a lot of it last fall when I was filling Bailey's holes. But I have a daffodil gonna bloom. I have maybe a tulip. And the one disastrous flower bed, the one she dug the most. I have craters. There, I have sinkholes all through my backyard. Okay, this one here, I press to the one side with the most dark. And I actually go press this. I should have woke up the iron before I turned. Yeah. Let's see, what else is there? I had to close that blind. Let's see if I can open it now. Because we are 72 and sunny. That's the yard I need to go mow. Out that window. But the lawnmower's in the back shed. And I dumped all the gas in my UTV because I had to go rescue Austin the other day. Kid ran out of gas 14 miles out. And I buy the premium with no additive for the lawnmower and the UTV. And he wasn't going to get it in his car because that's $4 a gallon stuff versus $3 something a gallon. But kids keep you busy. Just like Saturday with Melinda on her way here. She goes, "Oh, Mom, my pillow is naked. It needs a new cover." Because I've been doing her the holiday thing. And it's like, is that a hint? Well, yeah. So I said, pick right or left. There's that one. That's the one little seam. The center of the 4. line them up, and go sew them. I don't think I have Baby D on Thursday. That's the way it sounded. If I do have her, it might be just a part of a day. It depends on when they get Grand Dog Cubby in to be trimmed. The 16-year-old dog needs her haircut. You have 29 pieces in a 7-inch block? Yeah. That twisted one I have. Yep. Can't wait to see a sample of it. I won't show it. This one here, I wanted something simple. Wanted something to use up what I had here for fabric. I love when you have two stubborn intersections. I want to press the same way. Okay. Because it's like when Patty G made the twisted log cabin. Lori, you still have that piece of paper I sent you to save for a later date? When I sent up your package with the purple poo? Lori Clark is the only one that has purple poo. My sweet Canadian sister. The cutting, it just has a list, Linda, for a 3-yard quilt. It's like on this one here, it just says 20 6x6 squares of your white and 60 3.5-inch squares of your white. That is a twisted log cabin block, Lori Clark. That is a twisted log cabin. It takes 4 to make a block, I think it is. And then when you go on to the next page, because okay, on the page when you can see where it says the fabrics, where it shows this picture of how to cut the fabric, right below it is the color number what you need. And I can post this on my page if you want. But of your darker fabric, where my purple is, you need 40 3.5-inch squares, 40 3x3 squares, and then the rest of that is 5 2.5-inch strips for your inner border. And then in the light color fabric, that's the one that says the 60. See, I sat it down in here. That's the 20 6x6 squares, and the 60 3.5-inch squares is your light color. And your print says 20 6x6 squares, 20 3.5-inch squares, and then it has 5 2 by width of fabric for your outer border. See, I don't have to cut any of that border yet because I'm using 3 of the quilt patterns. If you need more, Linda, let me know. We can always become friends in Messenger. I was trying to go through everything today. But that page there, I like that page when they tell you what your cutting is in the strips. But someplace in there you can buy the more deluxe pattern for $4. But I have a 15-page printout of mine. Because when you cut and copy over those, all the pictures and the advertisements and that, and I need 63 blocks to make mine, which is whatever that 9 times, what's 9 times 7? 63, I think it is. So it's 70 inches long, 90 inches before the borders. That's what I'm doing. I want mine still very usable. Yes, it will cost me long arming, but if that's what the size I want, that's what I'll do. It's like, yeah. You can't get that part to come up. I'll make sure you get it, Linda. Because I've seen your name on the Facebook. Yeah, those birds. See, my background noise right now is just the motor of the computer. I can type it in my post tab. Okay. That'll work. Where I go back and do my editing. But see, here's this one here is before the last border's put on. There are so many pages to print. And then when they did the picture of the actual quilt, it has all the borders on. Okay. I will get it posted, Linda. Because it is a very sweet and simple. And I think it would be beautiful, like I said, if each spool was scrappy material too. Because every one of those spools could be a scrappy color and then all the rest be one color. But I'm still working on that other one, the arrowhead. Yeah. There. Just cleared that so I don't get any more. Checking to see if Laura answered me back yet. You see snow falling. Yeah, Darlene's been seeing snow falling too. I told her to keep it. I didn't have much of a winter. I'm not like in Florida, but I do have. So I'm going to sit the camera back up and show the blocks again. This is the one block wonder. It's like one block throughout the whole quilt. It's just turning it and turning them, and you get the star. So you know how it got its name now. Spools Stars. But it's been a very fun one to make. But I want to thank it's like, should we kill another 20 minutes? Yes, Mary Webb. It's a very easy block. I do have to admit that. It is very easy. I'm going to go write down the proportions, but I think it might be easier if I just copy those intersections, because I really do like how it tells you to cut your fabric. Yeah. Yes, because you could use up a lot of scraps. And then I'm making the 3-in-1 where I make 3. So it's not a king because it's only 70 by 90. I got it. I will become her friend. Not that one. That one. Yeah, that's 20 by 20. That block that I had connected together. This one, Terry. That's just 20 by. It's 21 probably, because it finishes at 20 by 20. Because each square finishes at 10 by 10. A person could have fun playing with it. And then in these here, the white squares that are going to be there, I was trying to think of something I could applique there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I have 63 squares to make. 63, at least. That makes it 70 by 90 without the borders. I might have to make it one wider. Scissor bobbin, yeah. It's like, if I was talented in quilting, you could quilt more detail in those. But I just meander through. I just put an edge to edge. Yeah, the bobbin would be easier, a circle. Except for Alani would probably say, Gigi Ma, that's a donut. That'd be my granddaughter. That would be my granddaughter. It would be a donut. Because it probably wouldn't look right. Just like... Because the other day there was something about, she told me to put on my glasses. Can't remember what it was now. But yeah, she told me to put on my glasses. Sometimes these kids, they say the darndest things. Very much say the darndest things. Yeah, she did inherit the Gigi Moniz. She did do that for sure. She's quite the girl. See, I have to go find that page. I don't know why I keep losing it. Page 3. It's easy to lose when there's all these pages. 15, 5, 6. Must be 3, 4. Yeah. And so far, she's not arguing with me on the half a maple bar. Because I told her she didn't need more. I says, I don't want you to get like Gigi Ma. And so far she's bought it hook, line, and sinker. But kids do say the darndest things. I've pulled these pattern pieces over so much. The only thing I know for sure is they have the hole punch on the correct side. Because even with these ones, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. I don't know what happened 13, 14. But that's when it printed, that's what it came up. There's a missing piece in between. Are there any other questions? Can I get anybody else in trouble with making another quilt? Terry's on pattern restriction. Because she can't, she's got to quit. Okay. Lori Clark, her newest edition. Oh, is that one of the babies? He's so cute. I just opened up Facebook. Now, there's quite the camping. Some of the things that come up on here. Okay, you got the thing? It's like, I have one of the New York beauties. There's several of them. There are several out there. Some of the things that want you to post. Hey, you want to enjoy it? I enjoyed making the one I had. I just wish I had a better instructor. Have you ever had that want or desire? It's like I would always love to have a better instructor. at your baby fish. It's so cute to think he's going to grow up into a shark. To think he's going to grow up into a shark. Okay, I'll go look at that one. It's like, you're fine. Hi, Denise. Okay, Denise. She did look that up. I think sharks are cute. I don't go out in the ocean, but it's like, I think they're very cute. And that's got more points than mine. Are you going to try to make them without using the paper? I had to use the paper. I'm still a FPP paper user. Yeah, you're not sewing it. Yeah, I took my calories back up. I think I made it to the 1,000 mark now. Again, I catch myself going down to the 600 calories a day all the time. And they say, no, 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 no. But I will post those measurements of those blocks on with the video here today. I will get that done. And then I will. Okay. But so far, she's been very happy with half a maple bar. The one day she only ate a quarter of it. She gave me part, Auntie M part, she had part, and then when her brother got here, he got the other quarter. So she was very good at sharing that day. But now, take her pizza away? No. No, 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 no. She got off the bus yesterday. Her grandma was supposed to come pick her up before Auntie M. And she needed her pizza before Grammy got here. And I can pin it so it stays on the top. But yeah, she is strictly pepperoni. I can't cook my Canadian bacon with hers. I cannot cook my Canadian bacon with hers. But yeah, we're going to see how all these blocks work out. I don't make a small quilt. I never will. I won't. Wall hangings, my family really can't use down the road. But my bunny one that's on the wall, which you can see right there, that's going to have lavender minky on the back of it. I haven't picked one yet for the pressed flowers, but those aren't even quilts. It's on because it's like that one's a bigger one. So that makes either number 10 or 12 in my bedroom of the bigger ones. I need to take that down off the wall. But I try to keep something up there to keep people entertained. Because if there's something not on my wall, then they get. Yeah. But I don't have any place for wall hangings. I make the one block with the extended for the girls. Because this is their table runners or wall hangings, whichever they want to do with them. There's their St. Patrick's. There's their Valentine's Day. I haven't did one yet for the Easter. Potato soup? Yeah, I had that yesterday. I had 2 bowls, one for lunch, one for dinner. Done with my lactose intolerance. Yeah, Denise wants to know if you're putting bacon in it. I don't put bacon. But I did change out my St. Patrick's. Yeah, wherever my hand goes, there. I took St. Patrick's off and put the chicken up. I got chicken, poo, and a bunny. But I have to take, Delaney can't play with because they're button eyes. So I have to change that. I don't let her play with, because it's like, but she was eating on the corner of it. So I did wash it the other day. But the girls, that's what they get now. They get pillows. No, lactose intolerance is the digesting of milk. I think I have always been lactose intolerant because I've never have really liked milk. And it's like I'll eat one little bowl of potato soup and it upsets my stomach so bad. And I could be up all night with my stomach just. So I take is it a probiotic to help with the digesting of the, I think that it's some little thing that you can get. And Denise, she did put in bacon. And then Austin come down and took the rest home. Two small bowls is all I need. And I can't have, ice creams when I travel because it upsets my stomach so bad. You'd think there was gremlins in there fighting in my stomach. But it's been almost 2 hours, so I think I'm going to let us go now. And I want to thank everybody, but I will get that updated with those measurements. It'll be right below the link for the pieces that you need. Ice cream up at our one Zips. They have lactose intolerant milkshake mix. They have lactose free. I can go have a milkshake. I don't do sour cream yogurt. My cheeses are very few and far in between. And Sarah says, have a great night or good evening. No, Terry, lactose means you're allergic to milk products. Thanks, Sandra. I found it. I just want to let you know. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Linda. I'm a lactose free, and I can do that. And my ice cream as well. Yes. Kathy, Sandra, and everyone have a great day. Awesome live. But bye, everybody. I'm going to keep on quilting somewhere. Make some more blocks. I could have the whole quilt top done. Not. I did 10 today. That's pretty good. I did 10 blocks. And between 9 and now, 9:30 to 3, that's not bad. But I had all the material already cut. So happy quilting and see you on Thursday. Bye, everybody.